And you've had, I think, let's say, a natural ability over the years you've identified to see 10 to 15 steps down the line. And it sounds like that project management, the project problem solving process that you now can teach to other people. It's not just the innate ability that you can teach to others now, what you probably were doing naturally. Because that's the hard thing for naturals is to teach others. So what would be some of the first, maybe most important first principles that someone would do I know you can't teach the entire course on how to do that, I'm sure,
No.
but what would be the first couple steps or most important thing to think about when breaking a problem down from that big picture into the details?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good, and honestly, I'll say, it was actually a supervisor who said, you see further ahead than anybody else I've ever met. We don't see what you see, so you have to help us catch up. And that was when I realized that I had this innate ability that was unusual, and that was really helpful information to get, because if you just think everybody is seeing what you're seeing, then it causes a lot of frustration when they're not and they don't seem to understand you. So from there, yeah, what I can do is help you understand. Sometimes it's mindset stuff, but if you're just looking at a project, it's really important to know exactly what it is that you're solving and what success looks like. And people don't always spend the time to really look at it that way. Or when they do, they're looking at maybe how it'll make my life easier, like as the business owner,
Mm-hmm.
instead of what problem it is that you're solving for your customers, who it's going to take to help you do that. And what are your customers' lives going to look like if you solved that problem for them? And it's amazing because people are like, "Well, I already know," and then we go through kind of some exercises to really dig deeper, and they're like, "Okay, no, it wasn't really that thing I thought that it was. It's actually this other thing," and then we can build the project around that. And that's how you find, really the gold for like how. Too many times people dive right into tasks and into like the how, and they work on all this minutia without solving for some of the bigger issues, like, is this aligned with my mission? Am I going to be able to do what it takes to be consistent and working towards this? What's the problem that I'm solving, and how will I know that I was successful? How am I going to measure this? How am I going to